A few weeks back on our program, we showed you our window box garden, and I talked about one of my favorite Coleuses, this one right here, rustic orange. This bright orange color with a little bit of a yellow edge around the perimeter of the leaf. Well, we've got several different types of Coleus planted in another part of our garden right up here by our studio barn, and I just wanted to talk about some of those and show you some of these wonderful foliage plants. This one is called Defiance, and you can see it's got a wealth of color there with the red and yellow. All we have to do to our Coleus is to come out occasionally and pinch out the tips to make them bush out a little more, and if they produce any flowers, we also keep those removed. These, of course, were planted out in 1-gallon pots, so that's how they were able to get this large, this quick. But if you're able to find 4-inch pots or 6-inch pots, you can still get quite large plants pretty quick in the garden, like we've got with this variety, Rose Explosion. Lots of pink and purple and deep cut edges of the leaf. Now, right up here, we've got a variety that is actually called a Perilla instead of a Coleus, but looks all the world like it is a Coleus. This is known as Perilla magilla. We've got green and pink and purple, but looks all the world like a Coleus. In the back here, we've got a variety that I brought to our gardens here about 8 years ago from Longwood Gardens near Philadelphia. This is called Japanese Giant, and I absolutely love the splash of all those different colors in this Coleus. Right up here, we've got another colorful variety that has interesting leaves. This is known as Awhirl, and we've got green and sort of a burgundy or maroon color, and sometimes it has a little bit more orange and yellow in the foliage. But one of the neat things about this Coleus is just the way the leaves are shaped and the way they sort of unfurl, how the plant gets its name, Awhirl. I love those jagged edges of those leaves. Right behind it, we've got a variety known as a Mora, and I like it because of the pale coloration on the surface of the leaves splashed with green. Then the backs of the leaves have a neat pink color. You kind of pick that up a little bit in the garden as well. Right up here, we've got a type of duck's foot Coleus, a large duck's foot. And then another variety that we brought here from Longwood Gardens several years ago is this one. It's known as Kiwi Fern. And it's kind of unique because it has very deeply lobed leaves, and it has a little bit of a picotee or a light color around the edge. Now, in the hot part of the summer, this particular Coleus will darken up a little bit. And we kind of get that with some of our sun Coleuses. During the cool part of the year, they'll look one way, and then as it warms up, they'll take on a little bit different coloration. This one's called Molten Lava, and it's got sort of these bubbly or crinkly looking leaves, and again, beautiful coloration with that pink and maroon. But one of my other favorite varieties of Coleus is this one right over here. It's known as Alabama Sunset, sort of a pink and yellow Coleus, and I think it's just absolutely stunning. Now, sometimes in the hot part of the year, we can get a little bit of fading on the leaves, but that just adds another dimension to the color of this plant. I like planting the Alabama Sunset with these other plants we've got here in this combination. We've got purple fountain grass. We planted this out in a 4-inch pot, and you can see how large it's gotten already, starting to bloom a little bit there. The purple fountain grass, we've got purple heart here, planting the spiderwort family, nice dark purple leaves that overwinters a lot of the time in Oklahoma. And then we've got the vodka waxleaf begonias. These 4 plants together make an outstanding combination, very bright colors for the Oklahoma landscape. Now, the Alabama Sunset Coleus sometimes goes by other names. You can find it as Bellingrath Pink, and sometimes you can find it as Texas Parking Lot. But no matter what you buy the plant named as, it's sure to provide a nice display in your garden.